Everyone, it's me, Axel, again, here with another comic story. Sorry it took so long to make, with schools and house. Well, let's continue with the story. The Minecraft Warrior Boys, Sugar Honeycomb. Previously in the world of Minecraft, teamwork. After the boys been assigned to the games, it was time for the second game to start. And then Seth and Matthew had a conversation. Are you ready to do this, Seth? I sure am ready, Matthew. First, everyone gets in line, then they were all getting their pictures taken. Flash. And there was a huge board with the pictures of the players. You see, look, boy pictures. Now, a door opened to a room for the boys to go in. When they went in, there was a big playground set. Then the megaphone speaker was talking. It said, "Players, before the second game begins, choose one of the two available shapes you see on the wall. Once you've chosen your shape, please stand in front of it." Seth points out, "Does he mean those shapes?" Matthew understands it now, so I guess we have to make a choice. And there were doors with different shapes. So then some of the boys walked to a door. Seth asked Matthew, "Do you think we should play this together?" But Matthew said, "That could be dangerous, so let's just choose one." So Seth trusts him. "Okay, then I'll go with the one with the 4 lines. Then Matthew says, "All right then, I'm choosing the sun one." When all the boys got in line, they heard the megaphone speaker talking. "The time to select your shape has now ended. I will now explain the rules of the second game." Everyone saw both of the doors open. And there were tables with circled silver cases. The robots give each of the boys one. When they opened them, inside was sugar cookies with shapes. What does this mean? Then the megaphone speaker did another announcement. "The second game is Sugar Honeycomb. The shape you have chosen is the shape you must remove from the honeycomb without it breaking or cracking within the time limit." And they were about to start the timer. The time limit is 10 minutes. Now with all that, let the game begin. The timer went on for 10 minutes. So then everyone sat down on the ground and starts cutting the shapes from their cookies. Then all the robots were walking around watching them. The boys were carefully cutting the shapes from the cookies. While the robots were watching them, they had cameras inside their eyes, and the evil ghost boy was watching them all. See for yourself. So then there was a boy on top of the slide until he broke his shape. The boy slowly looks up at the robot with a scared look on his face. The robot had to eliminate him. The boy said, "Wait, just one more chance, please, no." But the robot boy raised its hand to the boy. The boy was getting scared, and the robot blasted him. When everybody heard the blast, they looked. The boy was sliding down dead with lots of blood, and that's how the boys will be eliminated if they break their shapes. See, look, the dead boy in the slide. Until another boy saw that boy getting shot, but then he heard a crack. After he looked down, he gasped, and his shape was cracked. A robot approached him, and the boy said, "Oh no, I'm sorry, please don't do it, please don't." But the robot shot him. Then another boy broke his shape, and he got shot in the chest. Another boy got shot in the head, then another got shot in the back. Some of the player photos started to disappear. See, look, so much blood. Then the robots started shooting some more boys. Seth and Matthew were concentrating on their shapes, but they were hearing shooting noises next to them. The rest of the boys were still concentrating on cutting out their shapes. Seth cut out a piece in the cookie. Then he says to himself, "Okay, that's a good start." Matthew was carefully cutting out his shape, and he cut out a piece from it. There were only 5 minutes left, and some other boys cracked their shapes. Then the robots kept on shooting them. Seth tells Matthew, "How you doing, Matthew?" But Matthew says, "Not good, I still have just one more piece to remove from the cookie." Seth thought of something. "How about we both finish our shapes together?" Then Matthew asks him, "But how do we do that? We only have 3 minutes left." Seth thinks for a second. There has to be another way. Until a drop of his sweat landed on his cookie. Seth grabbed his cookie and had an idea. That's it! Then he tells Matthew, Matthew, quick, lick your cookie. And Matthew says, lick my cookie? Are you sure about that? Seth wants Matthew to trust him. Trust me, we're gonna melt our cookies out. So Matthew trusts him. Okay, then let's do it. They both started licking their cookies, and a robot was watching them. They were on the camera screen. The evil ghost boy said, that's really weird. But then the robots were shooting more boys. Seth and Matthew kept on licking. Matthew said, I think it's working. Seth noticed, yeah, just keep on licking. We're almost there. The timer had 20 seconds. So then they were licking more faster, but they started slowing down. They both hold their shapes, and they finally removed their shapes. Then the time was up. The robot looks at both their cookies, and the mega speaker announced to everyone, time's up, and we only have 2 players who passed. Seth said, I can't believe it, it worked. Then Matthew cheered, yay, we did it. So Seth and Matthew left the room, but the rest of the boys stayed. The evil ghost boy said to his robots, lucky for those 2, they won easily, just like the other 2 who won the first game. These boys are starting to make me sick. Then the robots turned to the boys, and the boys got scared, until the robots started shooting them, and all the boys were dead. So everyone was eliminated except for Seth and Matthew. Seth says to Matthew, hey Matthew, do you think the others will get out safely? Then Matthew says, let's hope so, Seth. The evil ghost boy explains to his robots, first the other 2 boys won, and now these 2 won. Well, it doesn't matter now. Prepare the 3rd group of players for the 3rd game. To be continued. Okay everyone, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode. Bye now.